So this is an interesting one, to me anyway. This is what Chris Phillips has christened the Bicouglah TM. And this is an F1 cross. This is an F1 cross between Bhut Jolokia Indian Carbon and 7-pot Douglah that I did last year. So this is what grew out. And they kind of look like they should for a cross between those two varieties. So let's hack this one open. This one looks a bit riper. Juicy. And it smells very strongly like it should. Or what I'd expect for this cross to smell like. A lot of seeds in there. It does smell very earthy, very Douglah-like, but there's very much an element of Bhut Jolokia there too. It smells very nice actually, surprisingly. So, I can't see too much in the way of oil. There are a few little bits down in here, which I'm struggling to show you. There's definitely some down in here as well. Those bits along there, you can see along there, along here, look like oil as well. So, smells right. We'll see how it tastes. Hi, this is Nigel Carter again in the kitchen, and for once I get to go through one of my own peppers. This is the pepper that you've just seen. Chris has christened the Bicouglah. Who am I to go anywhere else for a good name? So this is the F1. As I've said, it's a cross between the Indian Carbon Bhut Jolokia and 7-pot Douglah. I just took a few seeds. There's quite a lot of seeds in there. I just took a few seeds. This is the one I got to eat. And the smell is very fresh, fresher than a Douglah. It's sort of, you know, basically halfway between a Douglah and a Bhut Jolokia, and that isn't really terribly surprising, I know. So, cheers. That's good flavour. You definitely taste both of them in there. It's pretty hot. Somebody told me, Christopher Phillips, that these weren't hot. Somebody's a big liar. Flavour's good. More sweetness than a Douglah, but with the Douglah nature predominant really, and then underneath there's the Bhut Jolokia you can taste. Not as hot as I thought it would be, but it's well, it's as hot as a red Bhut, but not really much more than that. It's pretty nasty heat though. It's very 7-pot like heat. It's really still going up too. There's a little greenness to the flavour. The pod was ripe, as you could see, but there's a little greenness to the flavour as well. and it's still on the way up. It's absolutely blasting my tongue. It's a really aggressive, just nasty heat, right, just concentrated on the tongue. I've lost all sense of flavour now, and only things that are usually in the upwards of 900,000 make that kind of difference, which is about where I'd put this, around the sort of the low, very lowest low end of the superhot range. And it's frying. I can almost hear my tongue sizzle with this one. It really is just all tongue burn. And it's making me sweat like crazy. Lots of drool. Not crying though. It's just about hit its peak now. It really is painful. It really hurts your tongue. But not as hot as either the Douglah or the Indian Carbon. The two plants that I used to make this cross both had very, very hot pods on. And this is very hot, but it's not as hot as they were, to my best recollection anyway. But it is hot. Yeah, I think the Douglah side definitely predominates, but you can tell that there's Bhut in there too. Just starting to get a very slight tingling in my fingers, but not much. My toes and my legs are buzzing a fraction, but my fingers are definitely buzzing quite a bit. So it's giving a little bit of an endorphin rush, but nothing special. Certainly no world-beating heat, that's for absolute sure. But it's good heat, and the flavour's good. I like the flavour a lot. I like Douglahs anyway, but this is nicer than a Douglah. It's taken kind of the best of both of those peppers, I think, which means that the F2s are going to be absolutely all over the place. Never mind. But yeah, not bad at all. Tongue still absolutely, it's just stinging, and oh, it just hurts. It just really hurts. Oh, but as I say, not too bad. I'm just getting a little bit of an endorphin rush, but not much. And that's about all I've got to say for it. Actually turned out quite well, but not as hot as I'd hoped for. Never mind. Turned out quite well anyway. Yeah, I'll definitely be growing them out next year. So, this is Nigel Carter with the Bicouglah F1 TM. Thanking Chris Phillips for playing a very nice practical joke, and thank you all for watching, and I'll be back again soon. See you.